my name is Unjo Lim, and today I'm gonna talk about photosynthesis impact on ecosystem. So in my project, I mainly research about Gulf of Mexico's that zone. So first, that zone is an area where water has very low rate of oxygen, and it happens when oxygen drops below the level of other organisms cannot survive. And third, Gulf of Mexico's that zone appears every summer. And I'm going to talk about what causes that zone. So first, that zone occurs mostly because of excess nutrients like nitrogen and phosphorus, which causes plants to grow faster. And those nutrients come from farms like fertilizers, lawns, golf courses, sewage, and soil erosion. And stormwater and rivers carry those nutrients to downstream to Gulf of Mexico. So I'm going to talk about how nutrients affect the algae. So when water has a lot of nutrients, algae grows faster than before, and this is called eutrophication. So excess nutrients leads to excessive plant and algae growth. And the algal bloom, which is the growth of algae, blocks sunlight for other organisms deeper in the ocean. And a lot of algae eventually will die and sink to the bottom, which causes decomposition. So bacteria decompose the dead algae, and decomposition uses up the oxygen in the water. And when oxygen drops too low, fish and other organisms cannot survive. And this is a simple food chain that I provided. So this is plankton, and this is jellyfish, this is bluefin tuna, and this is loggerhead turtle, and this is great hammerhead shark. And when oxygen drops too low, species like bluefin tuna and loggerhead turtle runs away, move away, or die from stress. And I provided a data. So this graph shows the area of low oxygen water in the northern Gulf of Mexico. So the red part shows how the oxygen rate is low. And NOAA measured those miles and size of the Gulf of Mexico's that zone. But that zone size changes every year, but it is too much large than long-term target scientists want to reach. And also, there are human impacts on those that zone. So human nutrients pollution mostly comes from agriculture like farming and fertilizer runoff, and urban runoff from lawns and streets, and sewage discharge. And I'm going to talk about why it matters. So low oxygen waters make it hard for fish, shrimps, crabs, and shellfish to survive. And mobile animals like fish can swim away, but animals cannot move, often die, and it disrupts the food chain and harms the commercial fishing industries. So those are our solutions that I provided. So I believe that reducing nutrients pollution can help shrink the dead zone. So solutions are reducing fertilizer use, protecting wetlands that absorbs nutrients, and better wastewater treatment, and all of this will help decrease nutrient loss reaching the Gulf. And also our climate change affects those Gulf of Mexico. So warmer water holes lacks oxygen, making hypoxia, which means oxygen problem. So it causes hypoxia to get worse, and increased rainstorms, increased nutrients runoff from the land, and climate change may make future dead zones bigger and last longer, which disturbs the ecosystem. And for my conclusion, I think too many nutrients from human activities cause algal bloom, so we need change. And algae grow too fast and then die and decompose during decomposition. And low oxygen water make it harder to marine life to survive, and I think this disrupts the entire food chain and harms the fisheries and people. Thank you. So this is my references. So ChatGPT made my citation, and I got this information. Thank you.